Today we're going to be continuing on with our subject and verb agreement practice on NoRedInk. Today we're going to get to agreement with tricky nouns. Now with the tricky nouns, a lot of times you really have to sit there and kind of memorize these. So first we have nouns that have lots of parts. So think about a pair of glasses. You have the lenses, you've got all your hinges, the actual lens parts. So there's lots of pieces associated with those kind of moving parts. So some of the other nouns that fall under this are scissors, pants, trousers, shears, tweezers, goggles, shorts, etc. We treat them as plural because they're talking about all of the parts of that single item, so we use a plural verb. So for instance, Dave thought his glasses were on the couch, but they were in the freezer. Because technically there's not multiple pairs of glasses, we would normally want to treat this as singular, but instead we go through and we treat it as plural so that we don't fall in that S trap, because glasses ending with that S, so if we did like glasses was, it's too many S's for us. So that's one of the reasons we treat those as plural. Then we have singular nouns that end in S. So news, mathematics, measles, civics, economics, physics. We treat them as singular even though they end in an S, so they kind of would do the opposite of what we would like. So here we have the news, because there's really just one, is going to mention Dave's name tonight. And that's why some of those will sound funny. I find those to be the trickiest ones. A lot of times, NoRedInk really uses classes as the examples on these. So we'll do a few of them together. The shorts, so that's our subject that we're looking at, that Gilderoy Lockhart wore to the beach was neon green, because shorts have multiple parts, so we've got the legs, we've got buttons, all of those pieces. We're going to treat it as plural, so the shorts were neon green. They're really testing you a lot on this one, because not only do we have a tricky noun, we also have a subject that's separated from the verb. But we've already done some practice on those, so we know that we can just say the shorts were neon green as a way to check. Aragon's tweezers. So on this one, we're treating it as having multiple parts, so we're going to use a plural verb. So here our plural of has is have, so Aragon's tweezers have his initials engraved on them. Robin Scherbatsky thought that mathematics were more interesting when she was doing cool experiments in class. Now mathematics is technically singular, even though it ends in an S, so we want to use our singular verb, which for us is was. So thought that mathematics was more interesting. The glasses, so that's our subject, Gregory Goyle spent extra money on, that's a phrase that's separating us, does nothing for his eyesight. So we want the glasses do nothing for his eyesight, because that's the plural form of our verb. Glasses are a plural subject. Gail Hawthorne's teacher explained that economics is very useful to study if you want to work in business. Now, while economics ends in an S, it's technically singular, so we want our singular verb, which in this case is, so we don't need to do anything to this question. J.R. Hoffman's neon peak pants is the subject of many gossip magazines. Pants have multiple parts, so they are considered plural, so we want our plural verb are in place of the word is on this one. I hope this was really helpful for you looking at tricky nouns with the subject and agreement practice on NoRedInk.